And we're back. Episode 73, live and direct. I am joined by my co-host, he's not here. Brian will be joining us later. I am joined by Jordan Modro. How you doing, buddy?
Great.
Just a middle finger.
Fucking guns blazing.
Oh, man. It's going to be a fun time, dude. It is currently August 27th. It is Friday. We are live as we are every Friday. I am actually headed home from tour right now. I'm not where you actually see me here. I'm driving and flying back from tour, and I will let you guys know all about it next week.
Next week
We'll
tune in next week for a tour recap.
Yeah, it's so not a scene tour, so it's gonna be one of those where like, I don't really care about this shit.
I can't fucking wait. The stories are gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun, man. I don't expect it to be crazy. It's like the best crew I've ever toured with. It's just gonna be fun, you know. It's called the Love and Reggae Tour, but I think we're gonna rename it the Weed and Sushi Tour.
Weed and sushi, baby, all day.
All right, so
love reggae, weed, and sushi. All four.
On the last episode, we discussed a lot of food. It's so much food, it actually made me really hungry for TGI Fridays, and I had to log off and go to one, but my local TGI Fridays closed. So I was just standing out front like one of those anti-mask people. Let me in!
Banging on the fucking door. Give me my Jack Daniels burger!
I'm fucking Eric Andre at the metal gate. Let me in!
Let me in!
So first off, are you a fan of TGI Fridays?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
Right? Okay. Like, it's a middle tier restaurant. It's on the same lines of Applebee's, Chili's. I would say it's better than those two. That's
definitely better than those two, but it's like the same tier.
But yeah, exactly. It's like it's the highest of that tier, but you can't move it up. It's not a Texas Roadhouse. It's not a Longhorn Steakhouse. It's not and I'm only doing this because of their prices. It's not a Red Lobster. I don't like Red Lobster, but
Red Lobster is mids.
It is, but it's still $25 entrees
because it's like the only like major seafood chain.
You realize you could go to any local seafood place and pay way less for way better food.
And probably it's going to be twice as good. Probably.
I haven't had a good meal at Red Lobster since about 1993. Back then, you were able to pick your lobster out of a tank and they would cook it up.
Yep.
They don't do that anymore.
I will say, in their defense, and I think everybody in the world knows this is fact, that those biscuits are undisputed.
The Cheddar Bay biscuits,
fire.
Yes, they're fire. Super fire.
I could go to there and just eat all those. Like, yeah, just give me like 5 baskets of them shits. Like,
yeah, that shit's actually like better than the food in a lot of ways. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Have you ever done TGI Fridays with the unlimited appetizers?
No.
Okay. If you had, I think you would be ranking them a lot higher because the first year they did it, this promotion was primo. It was ultimate, dude. I think it was 10 or 11 bucks, and you had the choice of like 10 different appetizers. Boneless wings in 3 different sauces, flatbreads, potato skins, pot stickers, mozzarella sticks, the standard appetizers, okay?
Yeah.
Any mix match combo of that. And like the first time I did it, the waiter was so cool. He's like, these are going to take longer, so why don't you guys order these and I'll bring them to you while these are cooking. I'm like, yeah, totally. It was awesome. The following year, they continually dumbed it down every time they brought out the promotion to where the final year I saw it, they had bumped it up to like $15 a person and the options were cut down to 4. And it was just stupid at that point. It wasn't even good. They definitely fucked themselves on that. Oh, yeah, whack.
But yeah, if I go to TGI Fridays, I'm only getting the Jack Daniels burger. There's not even a question. That's it.
Funny thing,
I won't even look at the menu anymore.
I haven't been able to go there in like the past 2 years to figure out if they changed this, but Jack Daniels left the TGI Fridays franchise. So that sauce that you enjoy that I like too, it still exists. You can still get it on your ribs and your burger and your chicken, all that shit. But it was called Jim Beam sauce the last time I was there, which I found to be hilarious.
Oh.
So they just start losing licenses, and then eventually it's going to be, oh, yeah, we'll throw some wild turkey sauce on
it. See, that don't even sound like the fucking, like, that don't even sound, like, even a Jim Beam, I'm like, Jim Beam is Mids whiskey
Mids.
for sure.
Everything
is mids. Everything is mids, dude.
I went on tour with this guy who every day, every date, every place, he would hop out the bus, look around, and just no matter what, he'd be like, this town's fucking shot. This place sucks. This town's shot. This place is dead. And I'm like, dude, like, we're in fucking Florida. He's like, if it's not LA or New York, it's middle America and it sucks. And I was like, oh my God, dude.
That's like the oddest fucking like. So everywhere in America is mids except for like the two biggest cities in the fucking country.
So like Utah, middle
mids.
America, Florida, middle America,
Texas, middle America, fucking
basically
everything.
He was pissed because he kept bragging that he's a photographer for Breathe Carolina and he gets to fly around to all his dates instead of take a bus, and so he was better than us.
It's because they barely had any fucking gear. Like,
that's a good point too.
Barely had any fucking gear. Like, the fuck.
So I want to ask you the stuff that we went over last week that led to all this fucking food and restaurant discussion. This is actually funny because when I came up with this question and asked Brian, he mentioned the very restaurant that I came up with it for. So, Jordan, yes or no? Breakfast food at restaurants in colder climates taste better.
Fuck yes. Not even a question.
It's crazy how this is true.
Not
I
even
haven't
a
met
question.
anyone who said no yet.
If I walk into any fucking restaurant from the snow and I'm trying to get some breakfast, shit, that's instantly about the smack. That coffee is going to be the best coffee I've ever had in my fucking life.
I mean, it could even be like a shitty Waffle House or a Denny's, and it's still going to be better.
I would prefer the shittiest Waffle House.
We talked about that last week. I don't like Waffle House.
I fucking love Waffle House, and I want that shit to be as fucked up as possible. Like, because if you know the worse the worse the Waffle House, the better the food's going to be.
I would say
that's
the
true.
more like every cook at a Waffle House is an ex-con. The same applies to IHOP. The more charges that you either served time for or beat, the better the food is. And if it's Waffle House, guaranteed he's got half a blunt behind his ear.
Shit, the food's fire. I got a blunt for you, bro. Here, tip. Compliments to the chef.
So Brian's never ate there, and I was kind of warning him about it, and I said, yeah, you know, one time I went there and I got a neon green egg, and that was kind of the end for it for me. Yeah, it was gross. It was just neon green. It looked like Monster Energy had created this egg. It was fucking, you know, sunny side up or whatever, because I'll depending on what day it is, I'll get my eggs a different style or whatever, and I just happen to do it that way. I was going to mix it with the hash browns, but I couldn't. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the light's reflecting off it, and I pop the yolk, and it's like Monster Energy all over my hash browns. It was fucking nasty.
Would you order them fucking Chernobyl style? Like
Chernobyl style.
Would you order them fucking? Can I have my eggs nuclear as fuck, please?
Dude, it looked nasty.
Cause.
All right, so breakfast food in cold climates. That there's a diner in Truckee, in California, headed to Nevada, and that they have a diner out there, super good because it's like 15 degrees there on the norm. The only place that like breaks that is this place in San Diego. I've been telling everyone to go to Richard Walker's Pancake House. That place is dank. Definitely have to hit that up at some point.
Like pancakes, so all day. I need to next time that I'm out in LA, I need to make it a point to check out Roscoe's.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands that like want to do Roscoe's, and they always want to go to like the South Central location. I don't advise it.
I don't care whatever the location. I just know that like I love chicken and waffles, and I feel like I have to have Roscoe's in my lifetime to like.
Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen used to make chicken and waffles, and they were delicious. They were somewhat classy. They took them off the menu, and I don't fuck with that place anymore.
There's a spot up here. It's called Waffles and Caffeinated. They make a chicken and waffles, and it's another one of those like TGI Friday things. I barely even look at the menu when I pull up now. They're like, "You need a menu?" Nah, I know what I want. You know why I'm here.
I had chicken and waffles one time from Church's Chicken. That was a mistake. It was bad.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, that was a fucking mistake. All this talk of restaurants got us thinking, like, what would be the best chain restaurant, either your favorite or whatever you think is the best, because that, to me, that's difficult because a lot of the shit I like is regional. Like, you're a Pittsburgh guy. It'd be easy to say Permane Brothers, but they're only in Pennsylvania.
That's not true.
Where?
That's not true. So there are, I think there's a ton in Florida, because Florida is Pennsylvania South. I'm hold on a second.
Jamie, do the research.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Jamie. Oh, Jamie fired. Oh, we fired Jamie. Oh, okay. Where's he going? Joe Rogan. Oh. Well, we lost Jamie, everybody.
All right. So what do I type in?
So I went to a
Florida
Brothers in Michigan.
Wow.
It was like attached to a mall too. It was fucking weird, man. Like I was like, whoa.
All right. Permane Brothers DoorDash. Where is Permane Brothers in Fort Lauderdale? Oh shit. It really is.
I told you.
Damn.
Stop
all right.
touching the table.
There's
some in yep, all day. Yeah, there's some in Ohio. Fuck, man, there's just a shit ton. So
I had an orgy in Ohio one time. That was fun.
Hey, good times, man. Wait, what?
Yeah, that girl that your merch guy hooked up with, it was that chick.
Times.
The girls that got banned from Warped Tour, and she said, "Oh, it's cool. I'll just change my name and dye my hair."
They got banned from Warped.
Wow. So I got in trouble for guest listing them, and the band I was with was like, "Don't guest list them. We're ashamed that they were on our list." I said, "Okay, sorry." And so a memo was sent out to the bands, and it said not to invite these two girls in particular. And the reasons they listed were prostitution and the spread of disease. And so I said, okay, that's it. Done. Not talking to these girls. Whatever. They still got guest listed from someone else. I want to say it was Ice Nine Kills because they hooked up with the Ice Nine Kills TM. And then like the next night he went to the hospital. And I don't, dude, like, look, I want to say it's related because it's a funnier story, but I don't know. I don't know, man. What? I'm not a doctor. Fuck. I don't see how that's a coincidence. Fuck. Yeah.
God. Yeah. The other side of Warped Tour.
Yeah, the other side of Warped. Oh my god, dude. It was fucking brutal.
Man. What a summer.
Seriously, summer 16, never forget. Best chain restaurant, man.
So obviously the homer in me wants to say Permane's or like Sheets or something.
Oh man, can we do Sheets? It is kind of regional, but it's in more states.
It isn't like all the way around the country type shit. It is only like there are Sheets in like North Carolina and stuff like that. So
yeah, there are Charlotte and up. As long as it's a chain, I say it counts.
Yeah, I would say. But like major chain, like I feel like Taco Bell.
God damn it. Yeah, you said that the other day, and I was like, what?
Yeah, like Taco, like if we're going like major chains, like guaranteed to be everywhere in the country, you're gonna find one in Los Angeles, New York, you're gonna find one in fucking Casper, Wyoming. Like you're gonna fucking find a Taco Bell
Casper,
everywhere.
Wyoming.
I was trying to think of the most like fucking barren place that I've been to, and I think that one's it. Dude,
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
No, I played a show in a fucking garage in a graveyard. Or no, not a graveyard, not a graveyard. What am I fucking thinking? A junkyard. I'm fucking high already.
It's like a pet cemetery?
A garage in a graveyard. No, it was a garage in a junkyard. And I gotta say that was still one of the most lit shows I've ever played. It was wild. Like I'm talking like merch was in the back of our trailer in a fucking dirt field. Bro, it was fucking insane. Like I remember thinking like, this isn't the show. There's no way. And then there was like 150 kids there or some shit. It's fucking wild, man. So yeah, but like, yeah, guess what? You go find a Taco Bell in that place.
God damn it. Taco Bell has like cut down on their dollar menu and really offended me. And the overall quality, like it really varies. I'd say if you're in Southern California and you go to a Taco Bell, 9 out of 10 times it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The same goes for Wendy's. But if you go to Wendy's in Virginia, those people hate their lives and they hate you for bothering them. I don't know what it is. Like, Wendy's is just absolute dog shit.
I'm just gonna put it out. I'm just gonna put it out on Front Street on the internet right here and say that the Wendy's in my hometown is without a doubt one of the worst fast food restaurants in all of America. It's definitely the worst Wendy's I've ever been to.
We have an Arby's that's like that. And first off, they turned all the Arby's in San Antonio, or they turned all the Carl's Jr.'s into Arby's. That's offensive. Carl's is way better. Okay, so that's one slap in the face. But then you erect this Arby's, okay? It's like freshly renovated, newly painted. They have a giant sign for you to see on the freeway. They don't turn it on. They keep all the lights in the parking lot off, but the store's open. They don't want you to go there. So I made the mistake one night of going over there, just getting a simple beef and cheddar, and dude, it mooed back at me. It was fucking terrible. It was so bad. The service was terrible. They all hated their lives. They hated me. One of them called me a racial slur of an ethnicity I don't even belong to. It was just insane. Like, I'll never go back to that Arby's. Yeah, I'm not even going to repeat what he called me.
Well, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, no, it was awful.
Yeah, no, I went to this Wendy's in my fucking town, and I'm not even kidding. I feel like the nuggets had been sitting out for like 2 hours and they just reheated them. Like, I felt like I bit into a fucking like the sole of a shoe.
I went to a Wendy's and I thought it would be okay because I did the online order. I drove through. Yeah, I got an online order. They give it to me. You know, it's supposed to be perfect because everything's written out in front of you instead of me having to communicate through the speaker. Yeah, I don't want pickles on that. And so it should be perfect. And they give me my shit. I get my spicy nugs. I get home. No sauce. No sauce for spicy nugs? They're drier than your grandma's cunt. And you didn't give me sweet and sour or honey mustard. And I'm supposed to stomach. Like, first off, they're spicy.
I want to throw up from that.
Bro, I wanted to throw up from these nugs. They were terrible. Not to mention that they used to give you 5 nuggets for 99 cents. And now it's like you get 4 for 99 cents. And if you want 6 nugs, it's like $1.50. Like, fuck off with that. It's just stupid.
Fucking nonsense. Now, I would say, though, that if we're talking like a fast food meal, like if you're getting a fast food meal at its best, Wendy's is probably going to be the best one.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't believe that. Even a perfect Wendy's is like, it's not. No, I would say perfect Taco Bell. Del Taco is going to trump anything. I'd rather eat there than the Four Seasons, but
I love me some Del Taco. Del Taco actually might be up on that list, but it's only like kind of regional. It's like in like the Southwest in Texas, like some, or like in like Colorado or something.
So they started putting Del Tacos in Georgia, and now there's a couple in Georgia. I definitely have to go check those out.
I fuck with that. That's awesome.
I've never seen them, dude. Someone told me, and it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on to the other questions, and we will. All right, I got one more from the last episode, and then we can move on to the new stuff. Maybe by then we'll have some more guests with us. All right, this is a question submitted by our good friend Justin Case from Pueblo, Colorado. He said,
"Hey, shout out Pueblo!
Shout out Pueblo!" All right,
I got some fire ass weed at the fucking Starbucks in Pueblo, so I'm all about it.
Lamb skin condoms. Is it the same as fucking a sheep in the ass? I'll let you answer.
No.
It's not? So you've used one?
No.
Then how do you know?
Because it just doesn't really seem to fit the whole like concept. Like you're just wearing a condom.
Seems to fit the narrative.
It's just an alternate fucking material condom. I don't know. Like,
is lamb skin the only skin we're making condoms out of?
I just don't think I can put like, nah. I'm not putting like I can't like a lamb's skin. Like there's some fucking
stingray skin.
The lamb shit. Like stingray skin?
Yeah, because remember it came out a month ago or so that Drake's mattress was made from like ostrich and like stingray skin and all sorts of weird shit. And it costs like $500,000.
No wonder he only loves his bed and his mom.
I thought he said I love my balls and my mom.
Maybe.
or just balls in general.
Is that a different cut?
That might be the cut that only I heard.
Is that mixed too? The fuck?
I want someone to diss him and do what Cameron did when he beefed with 50 when he just started yelling Curtis. Someone just needs to dish Drake. Aubrey.
Nah, nothing was fucking iller than when the Warriors were playing the Raptors. Fucking Klay Thompson was like, "See you in the Bay, Aubrey."
Oh my god. He's the biggest cheerleader on the planet, bro.
You know what? It's kind of funny sometimes, but it's like I love when like the players start giving it back to him. Like I said, like they were fucking like him and Draymond were talking shit. Like I was like, yo, why is Drake trying to fight Draymond Green? Like. that ain't the first fight you want to have, Drake.
No, that's not the fight to pick, man. With Draymond, Draymond got the time.
You better go fucking pick on like Jordan Poole or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You go find Jordan Clarkson.
Even Jordan Clarkson looked like he'll fucking get you on a 1-2. Like,
while we're on sports briefly, I just heard that there is a Netflix documentary on the Malice at the Palace. And Jermaine O'Neal is someone who put it all together, and they got footage from the NBA. And something I learned that Jermaine actually had to sue the NBA and won to get reinstated, and that while those lawsuits were going on, they weren't allowed to talk about this. So this is really the first time you're getting honesty and open answers from the athletes involved. And the narrative has already been painted that the customers started attacking the players. Security didn't have their back, and so they took matters into their own hands. That's the way they're describing it. So yeah, that was a crazy day for me, man. I'll never forget that day in 2004.
I'll never forget that.
I didn't watch a lot of basketball games, let alone a Piston-Pacer game, even though that was a hot-ass rivalry at the time. I think a lot of people like to forget. Piston-Pacers was Eastern Finals for like 3 years.
I think people forget even like there was a team after the bad boy era that like around that time that
there
like,
was with Chauncey, Ben Wallace, Rasheed, Tayshaun Prince, Antonio McDyess, Rip Hamilton.
Dude, that you didn't want to play that team. That team was mean. Shit, yeah, Rasheed Wallace was the man. I'll never forget they put a camera on him. They put a camera on Sheed after he got teed up and shit, and he literally like it's right up on him, so it's audio clean as day. He just goes, "Get that fucking camera out of my face!" It's like on live television. I was like, dude, never change, Sheed. Never change, man.
Oh man, so many rappers would shout out Rasheed Wallace with more text than Sheed Wallace. One more little sport clip. You got that fucking Barcelona jersey on the thing. You might have to change. Yeah. So Messi's headed to PSG. He's taking the number 30, the same as Steph and a bunch of other badass athletes. So that's kind of cool. I just think it's interesting that Messi makes so much money. He offered to take a 50% pay cut, and they still couldn't afford him. That's a lot of money.
That's what happens when you're the GOAT. In that sport, like if you're the top athlete in that sport, like a Messi, Ronaldo, like Mbappe, Neymar, like 3 of them are on PSG.
I was about to say you just
like,
named 3 players on the same team
that are now on PSG. Like you get paid as such. Like Ronaldo makes so fucking much money. It's not even funny. And then like I think Messi makes more than him.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's astronomical to think about. That like Ronaldo is one of the richest people.
I want to say Messi makes about $40,000 a day. A day.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's wild. But that's your I Hate the Scene sports talk.
All right, so moving on to the rest of these questions, these super sweet general questions I came up with. Brian's also got a few of his own that I have no idea what they are. So when he joins us in like 10 minutes, he's going to have some as well. I'll cycle back and ask him these that he hasn't answered. This had me thinking today, what is the best video game ever made?
So this could go a lot of ways, depending on who you ask, because I think a lot of people would be quick to jump out and say a Call of Duty or a Fortnite or even a Halo or something. I don't know. I'm still standing by the one I said earlier. I'm gonna go with Super Mario 64 because I feel like that just like revolutionized the gameplay of all video games.
I guess I confused people with sending them the invite link. What was your answer? I wasn't listening at all.
I said all right, Super Mario 64 because it revolutionized the way that like it revolutionized gameplay of like RPG type games, like, you know what I mean, like that 3D view, like that shit, or not 3D, but just like a third person, but kind of behind the character. Like I feel like that just like changed so much.
Working on getting more guests, and I've confused them.
He's tired.
I think it's obvious that my favorite game of all time, or what I think is the best game of all time, is Grand Theft Auto 5. It's got so much. I mean, it's not flawless. I've played it enough that I could tell you all the problems with it, but I've never in my life, I don't think anyone else has, I don't think any other game has done this, I've never seen a game last an entire decade, to continually get new content, to pump money into it, to get new players every day, to add it to Game Pass, to just constantly keep a player base. I've never seen a game like it. And they've given us a lot of content, and where they neglect Red Dead Redemption and maybe pump more into a Grand Theft Auto, we get a lot in the game. We get a lot. The Doomsday Heist, the nightclubs, the submarines, the new tuner update. It's just a ton of shit. And we have Catarina joining us. I think I hear you.
Hi.
Hey. We can hear you.
Sweet. So we have Catarina Jongeward with us. I wonder if she hears us.
Hi.
She lags a little bit.
I can hear you guys. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right, good. So we're going through and we're asking like these random general questions that just spark discussions. I guess, you know what, I'll just cycle back and start over with Catarina. So these are random. Just go ahead and answer them however you feel.
Okay.
Yes or no, breakfast food at restaurants in colder climates tastes better?
Yes, being from Minnesota, absolutely.
Everyone has said yes. No one has said no. I don't know how that works. It's just cold food. Cold weather makes all the breakfast food taste better.
Absolutely.
All right, fair enough. Do you have a favorite chain restaurant, like something that's not local, something we might have heard of?
Oh, goodness. Favorite, huh?
Favorite, or whatever you think is the best.
The best? Wow, you're talking to a foodie. I would say probably Taco Bell right now.
Everyone's saying Taco Bell!
Son of a bitch.
Dude, Taco Bell is like the ultimate clutch. Like, if you don't like Taco Bell, you are not human, or you're not human.
I like Taco Bell. I don't like my Taco Bell. I think that's the problem. Because those people, they don't make any of those tacos or tostadas with love. They hate their lives, and they take it out on me.
No,
who makes anything with love anymore? The fuck?
Right?
Seriously.
That's a tall fucking order now, man.
Right? I just want my cheese roll with cheese in it, please. Fuck, they put beans in it. Never mind. Never mind.
So we had a guest one time that told me I should get the nacho cheese crunch chalupa, whatever the fuck it's called. And he said, get it without ground beef and get it with black beans instead, you know, like kind of like a vegetarian way. And I was like, all right, sure, that sounds good enough. And I ordered it that way, you know, thinking it would be kind of decent, whatever. So what I received was a meatless, beanless nacho cheese gordita. Thanks, Taco Bell. I messaged him back. He was like, dude, all you can... What?
No, bro, there's actually, if you don't, this is how fucked up I am. If you download the Taco Bell app,
yep,
a lot of times you could do pickup or drive-through, because it had that special section for drive-through. I swear to God, like that cravings box that you have for $5, you can customize it any way that you want. And it
also comes with a high sodium warning.
Yes.
I've never seen that before on a fast food menu. And it like if you get the Crunchwrap Supreme combo, it's like high sodium warning. I'm like, dude, like how bad could this be?
Everything is high sodium in chain restaurants. What are they talking about? High sugar, high carbs, high sodium, high fat, high everything.
Yeah, I didn't go to Taco Bell for the health benefits.
No one does.
Just give me my fucking chalupa and let me go.
Right?
Let me die in peace.
Foods.
Jesus. You know when you go to the movies and you get the big ass tub of popcorn, they ask you if you want butter on it. Of course you want butter. You want it layered, you want it all over that bitch. They put butter on it, but really what it is just melted lard. I hope we all know that. It's disgusting. Anyways, did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Thanks for ruining that for me.
Oh, whatever. So enjoy the Suicide Squad movie.
I already did. It's fucking fantastic.
If you go to Canada and get that popcorn, they're going to ask you if you want it with golden topping. And it just makes me think of pee every time I hear it. It just makes me think a guy is going to pee all over my popcorn. Am I the fucked up one?
That sounds kind of charming. That's charming to me. That's
kind of good.
That's charming. They put that on their resume and everything. They're just like, by the way, I can piss in popcorn without it melting. It's amazing. I know. I'm magic. I'm a unicorn. Fuck it.
Golden topping. Oh my God! Shouts to Canada.
Literally, the only reason I was excited to go back to a movie theater again was the popcorn, and you just fucking ruined that for me. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Yep.
Like people are like that. Literally, I don't give a fuck about going to the movie theaters ever again, except to like get the popcorn and stuff. But like, now I'm gonna have to, and now I can't even enjoy it. So,
well, you can do it the adult version where they have like the seating arrangements where it literally looks like two people can literally fuck because it's like a couch, and you order food and they give you like alcohol, they give you food, so you're literally chilling there, and you could be
Alamo Cafe
watching it. Because I don't know what it's called, but there's like certain theaters like that. I don't know if that's one of them, but
we have one in Texas. I think they're going bankrupt. They already did. It was called Alamo Cafe. They'll serve you like a $22 cheesesteak while you watch a movie, and you can get beer and shit. Yeah. I mean, I'm down if they have like beds and shit in there because I like to get cozy and take my shoes, my pants off while I'm watching a movie.
Fall asleep so quick, like I'll fall asleep in one of those things. So I'm good. No, I'm good with everybody. Like the way they're releasing stuff on like the streaming services and stuff. Like I was like, I'm cool. I don't need to go to the theater to watch Black Widow. I can watch that shit at home.
Right.
Can't roll up and smoke in the movie theater. So
valid.
Gotta let me do my thing. Gotta let me do my thing.
Valid point.
Although I'll shit. I went and saw the last Halloween they put out in theaters, and I was in there just like toking my pen. I was like, I don't give a fuck. What's somebody gonna say? Like, if somebody asked me out, I'm just gonna go to. No, I don't have.
It's not me. What are you gonna do? You gotta prove it. You got a camera in here.
Yeah,
fucking prevert.
Right. Well, then also you could just be like, fuck it, kick me out. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna come. There's another fucking theater over there. Fuck it.
There's always another theater.
Shit. There's always another theater.
I'd have been like,
Jordan be like, but this is the last dollar theater in town. I can't get kicked out of this one. I don't know where else to go.
Dude, I actually think that's funny you say that because I was like, man, that would be something that would succeed in my town so much as a dollar theater.
Bro, I hate dollar theaters.
Where I worked, there was. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Back in Minnesota where I was working, it was like I worked at a disability group home, and like a couple blocks down, it was like a dollar theater. You went in there, bro. Holy shit. Talk about fucked up. The seats were gross. Everything was gross. The seats, the ground, the fucking toilets, the food is questionable. Everything.
The food, the floors at a dollar theater are stickier than the floors at your dirtiest strip club. They are so sticky. Yeah. They're just caked with like years and years of like cola, Coke, RC cola, like all the crappiest shit, dude. Like, yeah, RC cola and 7-Up.
Yeah. Shout out RC cola, man.
Shout out Royal Crown Soda.
Crazy, bro.
Bro, it's like, do you remember like way back in the day where they actually had like movie theaters, like even back in the wartime where they had like special features of like news and everything, and then there was like actual like porn theaters? I wonder if that was like one of the old theaters where they were jacking off everywhere and it just to the ground to this day. Probably.
I mean, I do that every time I go see a Margot Robbie movie. You don't?
Oh, absolutely. I squirt all over the place.
He kicked himself. He booted himself.
And
God. So yeah. So then, good thing. So maybe go see the Suicide Squad in a theater that isn't, populated just for your own benefit, Matt. I guess.
Yeah, that's how I saw the old Suicide Squad. I went to a theater in Utah. Everyone was super nice, and then it was empty in there, and I was like, "All right,
Hell yeah, hell yeah."
It was crazy. The other question that I was asking here, I just asked Jordan what the best video game ever made is. I don't know if that question holds. Does that question hold a lot of weight with you?
Gabe!
Oh,
What's the
fuck,
best
here we
video
go.
game ever?
That's cheating.
What's the best video game ever?
It's cheating.
Well, the answer I got was, it's subjective.
Oh,
I mean, that is true.
I haven't even met Gabe, and he's already negative 1 point with me.
Oh,
subjective.
Man. Hey, Gabe, you suck.
Oh my god, it's subjective. Of course, it's subjective. I mean,
I'm booting myself so you think he knows it's you.
Oh my god. I just want to state it as fact. Like, the best game is GTA.
I'm so old school. Like, I was one of those people that was raised on like Sonic. Like, I was more like Nintendo and kind of like. Do you remember the one where you would blow in and you have to fucking put it in, and then you would hope that it would work?
64, every game from the 90s.
I mean, a lot of people still blow on it and put it in. So I mean, that's happening today.
Fuck,
you can't really do that with PlayStation 4 discs, though. So like,
you can. It just doesn't do much.
Right?
Yeah. It's not an effective. If your disc doesn't work, you're just probably screwed.
All my games are digital, so when they don't work, I just go. I don't have to blow on anything.
Yeah, well then you can't. But you can't like. Usually, if that's the case, then your server's down, and you can't really just like blow on the server and just be like, "Okay, you better." Like, you'd be like, "Can you?" You'd be like, "All right, can you fix this?" Sony, Microsoft, Activision, whoever the fuck is running this.
I don't think we're allowed to even support Activision anymore because they had all those like what are they, sexual assaults or abuse going on or sexual harassment over at Activision. So Activision and Blizzard. They're like the two huge game companies. They're like cleaning house, firing people. They're just got like a toxic work environment apparently.
Get fucking out of here.
Right.
Get them out of here.
No, I know what the best video game is because I have it on my phone. It's called Epic 7. If you like anime, it's me.
What the fuck?
If you like anime,
He said the fuck.
And if you like fighting, if you like doing like it's like Raid but like anime version. So it's like got a lot of like fighting, a lot of different quests, a lot of different things you have to do. It's actually really cool. It's a really good game, but it's on your phone, so I don't think it's anywhere else from what I believe. And they actually have a whole series. Like they actually have a TV show either based on the game or the game is based off of the actual show. But it's really popular, weirdly enough.
Wow.
Who the fuck?
Wow.
He got the fucking mask on and everything. That's awesome.
Gabe.
Wow.
What is up? I hate the scene. It is me, El Cornhole de Muerte, here to take over the podcast.
Wow. This is racist and terrible.
Right. Gabe!
Wait. Who the fuck is that? Is that Brian?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh my fucking god.
Can I show you this guy? Can I just take a moment?
Is this supposed to be Dark Tiger Mask?
It's dildo face because he's got a.
Oh god, face. Yeah, you're dildo face, but
yo,
oh shit, it is Brian.
It was me. It was me all along.
Oh man, taking this podcast right into the shitter.
What
are you fucking pulled up? What are you, Jay Mysterio Jr.? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I thought I legitimately, you could have went the whole podcast and I'd have never fucking known that was you.
It's Ray Mysterio, but it's Ray with an A.
Dude, it's Brian. Brian, all he talks about is like, this is how I fight. I fight. Like, Brian.
She figured you out real quick.
Where am I ever? I fight. When does that ever happen?
Fighting!
I'm not allowed to bring up fighting on this podcast. I don't bring up fighting.
Why can't we bring up fighting?
Particularly here.
Oh.
No, I said I just didn't want to talk about Dana White. If you want to talk about fighting someone, I don't know, like the unvaccinated vocalist of Chelsea Grin, that's totally acceptable.
Oh, bro.
His name's Tom Barber, by the way.
Oh, stop. Don't anti-vax shame. Anti-vax shame. But don't.
I mean, I really don't need to shame him. He'll be fucking dead in a month or two anyways. So the question I was going around and asking everyone, it's like one of the final questions I had. It's the one I have not asked Jordan and Catarina yet, so it's a good thing you're here. What is everyone's favorite children's game show?
There's a game show for kids?
Hold on. No, hold on a second. You mean like kids from like do you mean like game show from my childhood or just like what are you talking about?
When I say what's your favorite kids meal, I don't mean to eat kids.
That's not what I interpreted, Jordan.
Nah. What I'm saying is what are we classifying as children's game show? Like
when we were children.
Game shows that kids are contestants on.
All right, so I got
so not Jeopardy, not Whose Line Is It Anyway, not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Whose Line Was It Anyway was fucking legendary. Incredible.
That's a different episode though.
So I got a few that we can go off here. First off, Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's an obvious one.
Stole mine.
That's a great one.
I mean, I purposefully didn't want to use that because I assumed one of you guys would. I hope mine are creative, but yeah, everybody's gonna say Legends. Everybody.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. They're all. It's funny because they're all fucking Nickelodeon shows too.
Of course,
there was.
Hey, listen.
Global Guts.
Any guts. I would
all
say.
The guts. I just remember Global Guts
because Homegirl was fucking pretty wicked. Homegirl was definitely wicked. What was her name?
Mo.
Mo was wicked. Mo to the aggro rock. He'd send him over
playing for a sweet piece of that aggro crag. Nick Arcade. Nick Arcade is a fucking.
You said Nick Arcade, and that was the one I wrote down last because I didn't think people would remember it.
Oh man,
classic. I do. Used to watch that shit all the time before school. Fucking lit.
It used so G4 when G4 was a channel, they used to do like all of the fucking retro video game shows. Game shows, and it was all the kids ones from fucking Nickelodeon, and I think there was like even Game Sports Network had like some
Gas,
but nobody remembers them. Nobody fucking remembers.
Gas ran Guts like MTV runs ridiculousness.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I never even had that. Like growing up, we did not have fucking TV. Like I watched like Between the Lions and like
the hell does
Arthur.
That mean?
Like we had, like,
God,
channels,
Arthur.
We had channel 2. Like it was like Arthur and like Between the Lions. And,
like, are you fucking 76? You had channel 2? Like who uses channel 2?
And if the president's on, your whole night shot.
How old are you, Catarina? You're like our age, aren't you?
I'm fucking 27.
You're younger. Well, hey, I will say, kids' game shows didn't carry over well until like the 2000s. They are. Jordan, do you have more? Because I don't want to.
Fuck no. Like they were, like I said, they were the only ones that we like. I don't remember any other like kids' game shows.
Double Dare.
Double Dare was another one.
What would you do?
What would
Figure
you do?
It Out.
The best. Figure
it out.
Figure It Out was the
Summer Sanders, bro. I wanted to take a. Oh God, I wanted to take a.
I kind of want to punch my parents in the face now for not allowing me to be a part of like such events in life because I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you have TGI Friday or Snick?
Summer Sanders.
Did you ever watch Snick or TGI Friday?
I have no idea.
Jordan, you know about TGIF and Snick, right?
No.
Snick was the most important television lineup ever.
All that.
Yeah. No, I know what
Doug,
you're talking about.
Clarissa Explains It All. Roundhouse. It got replaced by all that.
Yep.
Yeah. And TGI Friday, Boy Meets World. I just want to shout out, what is it, Danielle or Danelle Fisher?
Danielle Fisher, baby. Let's go.
Topanga.
That's how we eat the butt.
She's a wrestling fan, too.
Topanga, for
See,
sure.
okay, so you're familiar with that. I mean, there was the old school one was
I didn't watch
Family Matters. You had fucking
Step by Step had some honeys too.
Yeah, and Homeboy was a karate black belt and ended up offing himself.
And the other dude he went crazy, killed himself.
Yeah,
Cody,
Cody, the cousin that was the cool one that actually knew karate in the show and was like a cool guy. He was a legit black belt and actually fucking beat his wife a bunch of times and went to prison. Ended up killing himself.
Yeah, it's true. He did do that. Yeah, and it sucked because like his character on the show doesn't add up to that at all. So like
he was like a cool what up?
He was the
bros?
comic relief like on the show. He was like the dumb one. So when you heard that, it was like, damn, dude. That just ruined everything.
Full House that's
not a game show.
Oh, bro,
no, we were talking about TGIF
so
though.
Tainted, bro. Full House. Like literally all the allegations behind it have been proven literally like this is what he's done. This is what happened with the twins. Like da 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 da.
Didn't
like,
Kimmy go and do porn?
I heard softcore.
This is all news to me. Wait, what happened to
Bro, no. So okay, so you know the guy that the main dad, right? So he has actually in interviews admitted
Patrick
to
Duffy?
fucking
we're talking Full House. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, Bob Saget. So he literally, like, in interviews was admitting to, like, fucking around with the twins and, like, being very sexual to them and being very inappropriate with them. Like, he actually was so cocky that he was actually saying this in interviews. And then, you remember the uncle, the really cool uncle? He also, during
Danny Tamborelli, or not Danny Tamborelli, fucking
Danny Tamborelli.
I was thinking of him because I figured it out.
John Stamos?
The other one.
No,
John Stamos was the guitar playing, cool, hip one, the funny one. He tried having a comeback for a while. Yeah, the funny one. John Stamos is, as far as I know, in good standing.
So Bob Saget had a roasting episode. And that one uncle, the really cool and the really handsome one, comes up and he like says something like, oh, like in the context of like, oh, you fucked around with the twins and such. And he was like, yeah, like he would admit to like fucking around on set, like being just kind of a predator altogether. And since no one has really necessarily addressed it or taken any action, he just keeps getting away with it. He's like, oh yeah, I did that. So what? And I'm like, wow, dude, like that's crazy. That's intense.
I'm deep diving on this because I am a Bob Saget fan. Yeah, no, I'm deep diving on this, and I'm going to try to pull up what I can find because I have not heard of that. I do know he is a ridiculously dirty comic, and always goes in on the Olsen twins, always. But I haven't heard of any allegations being presented.
Yeah, he's an entourage, and he's a fucking scumbag and entourage.
Yeah, like, bro. Yeah,
he's like out of control in that shit.
News. That's not only like predatory behavior. That's like rape of a minor and like
absolutely,
that's like
absolutely.
Yeah.
That would have come out. I feel like would be headline news.
I mean,
that would be.
It sounds like it came out. We just didn't hear about it.
If it was true, I feel like that would be
Disney,
all over the place.
No,
that
Disney
would be
and
Bob.
Nickelodeon.
That's worse than Cosby. Yes, it is.
It doesn't matter because Nickelodeon and Disney, they hide this shit. You think that they are going to do their damnedest to make sure that their business.
That sounds full conspiracy, though. There's no way Bob Saget allegations are just under the rug.
Like people that have come forward. Like there's actually people that have given their testimony, or there's been events that have actually been recorded, or they've even admitted to it themselves. There's a whole length of it. But
I'm gonna dig.
That's fucking wild.
I gotta know. That's crazy. That's outrageous. I never knew. Bob Saget for the most part, and that's why I liked him because I was like he was able to be dirty, and he like for the most part was.
I was gonna take this to like a happy place, and y'all steered it down to some crazy. So we were talking Boy Meets World, okay? Can we just give a shout out to the hot redhead from Boy Meets World who ended up doing porn? Okay, Maitland Ward, shouts to her.
She's hot.
She did real porn.
You know, she's aged a little bit, but you can still go back and stream it on Disney Plus for the glory days.
You think our 69th episode was a bunch of spit roast? You have no idea what she's in.
Oh, the 69th episode, we just got hornier consistently every episode from here on.
Right ahead.
I was gonna say I don't even remember. I was on the 69th episode. I remember being pretty chill.
Actually, before Catarina joined, we were all talking about how horny the episodes are making us now.
You know, Jordan, I don't know if you did pick up on it, but Matt goes, there wasn't enough sexual innuendos. And right out of the gate, I thought you were in on it because you laid a hard one about how something was hard or some shit. It was like that. You laid it on real subtle. But I was dropping innuendos for like 3 minutes, and like I was going in on it.
I got complaints about our 69th episode. It wasn't raunchy enough.
He was saying some shit about fucking being soft and stuff, and I was like, I thought the show was just going to be perpetual sexual innuendos.
I mean, it would have been, but the writers' strike and all of that,
it's so fucking bro.
I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard, Brian. We lost Jamie to the Joe Rogan podcast. We lost him. He quit.
Oh my god.
Rogan ain't making shit.
Nah, man.
Dude, did you see
Crazy.
his nipples? Bro, did you see his nipples? Like his
No,
nipples,
can't say that I have.
He was in he was like he was in like an
say
ice
that I
tub and he
have.
recorded it. I swear to God, like he had like his nipples like came out to like here. Like his nipples were
Wow,
like
she
this
just
far
drew a
out.
nipple on herself. I think I have to blur that.
I'm not like
Wait,
I'm apparently
Wait,
missing everything on the internet from Full House to Joe Rogan's nipples. I don't hear about shit.
I must be looking up the wrong shit on the internet because I just see race cars and shit.
One more time on what those look like, if you could.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
One more time.
God
Thank you.
damn it.
Like that.
Hey, thanks for having me, Matt. I appreciate it. I'm out of here. All right.
The fuck out of here, Cornholio de Muerte. Y la después, pinche puta. All right, so I'm fresh out of questions. I was told Jordan and Brian both had some. So who's got the best ones?
He's like, no.
That's been my name the whole time, Jordan. I introduced myself as Kern Holde Muerte.
I know.
You know what it means?
Hold on to it. Dead
Mente
cornhole.
Latino hasta la muerte después.
The
I don't know, Baxter. I
Death.
don't speak Spanish.
The Kernhole of Death, because my last name is
They
Kern.
called me Baxter.
No, come on, Baxter. You know I don't speak Spanish.
All right, Brian, you got 9.5 minutes. Hurry up.
Okay,
8.5.
so a question that I had: which band or artist right now
Damn it.
do you guys think within the next 5 years is gonna be the next like Bring Me the Horizon? The band that's
Fuck,
broken
I thought
through
you were
the
going to say
scene.
who would be canceled because I had way more answers for that.
Who's gonna break through that scene membrane? And I'm talking you're maybe even bigger than who did I just say? Fucking Bring Me the Horizon. But the important caveat to that: who would deserve it? Which band or artist do you think is going to break that threshold within the next 5 years, and why do you think that they deserve to be there? So don't give me like, if Mice and Men's going to be on fucking Ozfest or Not Fest for the rest of their lives. No, I want to know why you think that they are going to deserve to be at that pinnacle that they reached.
I have 3 bands. One I'm unsure about, but we've interviewed them. Currents. I see a lot of people online that are wrapped up in their music, in their lyrics. They like the band. They like the band members, their imagery. I would say Currents, if they keep putting out records like every year, every other year, they could be a huge deal in metalcore. To say someone's going to be as big as Bring Me the Horizon, that's really difficult because that's a band that went from being unmarketable deathcore into completely radio friendly, top of the charts.
So
I don't see any band in our scene that could do that. Maybe if you asked me 6 years ago, maybe I would have said Sleeping with Sirens.
Yes,
but,
that's fair.
But like knowing the type of dude Kellen is, he ain't gonna last in stardom, and that band don't do enough work to fucking get to a radio top spot like that. I'm just gonna pick a dark horse. There's a band that just got signed to Unified and dropped an EP. I shared a song with Jordan today, and he said this is interesting. Shot in the Dark. I think the band Mood Ring might be able to do something. They scream, they sing, they're interesting, they're not boring. But no one that currently exists, no one in the scene right now has an upward trajectory to tell me that, yeah, that's number 1, number 2 on Billboard, that's top of the radio.
I think Architects do.
No, I don't see that. I see people hating on Architects more and more every day.
And I've been jamming some old Architects. Like
Architects is a great band, but they're overexposed to the point where now everyone thinks that every band sounds like Architects, and it's not even an accurate. It's not accurate. It's not. But if you're a dumb ass 17-year-old kid and your exposure to metalcore goes in this order: Currents, Kingdom of Giants, and then boom, Architects. You're gonna think Architects is the end all be all because they have like 12 albums or whatever.
No, and I say that because I don't, they put out an album put out an album after Sam's passing, and I think it was necessary to do an album. Tom, I'm sorry. They did an album that was necessary to like break free from that old sound, right? Because that's not what they're going to have anymore. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to stay in this like metalcore direction. I
would have said Paris, but now I can't.
Part of me also wants to say Spirit Box, but I feel like that's a we haven't seen the product. You know, we've gotten a lot of samples and an EP, but we don't have the actual album and what they've done post album drop yet. And so I don't want to put them up there, but that would be like a smart choice, right? Like if you were betting on some bands. And I really do think Architects is going to get there, and I think they would be deserving of it, man. You know, their Readings Festival performances and their Leeds Festival performances, when you look on YouTube and they're in the fucking millions and millions of fucking views, you know, not just any metalcore bands getting that and getting it consistently, and they do for all their stuff. Their album was great. You know, if you go back and listen to it, Jordan, let me know have you listened to it a whole lot? Give me your opinion on that, because I don't think we've talked
on like on the newest album.
Yeah, for those.
I haven't heard enough. I haven't heard enough of it to give you.
Please go listen to it, both of you. Please.
But I really like the 2 albums before that for sure.
They're not getting exactly. Holy Hell was phenomenal. They're not getting a album of the year candidacy out of me because I don't think it's there, and we're not even done with the year yet. But it's a good album. It's a good album for Architects, and it's a good album for like that sound without it being a cheesy, oh, we went new metalcore kind of transition.
Yeah.
I also think too, like with bands too, like I think we're in a really weird place for the word band, because like I still think we're kind of in like the beginning of this like I guess pop punk rock revival. People are starting to put drums and stuff again. There's guitars and stuff.
You got
again.
guys wanting to write pop punk records that can't even write music now. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Screamo or like post hardcore, like an Old Thursday or fucking Dead Poetic. That shit's coming back heavy.
Yeah, I mean, like we're starting to see. Yeah, and we're starting to see a lot of like our favorite bands come back and like do those tours because they're starting to realize that it's, you know, people give a shit again. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's so, I think we're going to start seeing in the next couple years, the bands that can catapult to that stratosphere, because quite frankly, people care about it again. Like there were for a long time, people didn't give a fuck about it. Like Bring Me the Horizon went full blown pop. There was a couple tastes of like heavy music to just appease some people, but like now they're back to fucking playing heavy music again. Like and all the bands there, and there were so many other bands that did that too. And I'm not hating on them for it. You know what I mean? Like if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Like as long as it's true to you. But like now you're starting to see on general, like people want to see bands again. It's not just like going to see people play along the fucking tracks.
They did that for the last Bring Me album, and they've done it for this new one coming up, where they'll play a snippet of a heavier song and it has a little bit of growling in it, and they're like, "Is Ollie bringing back the gutturals?" And it's like, oh man,
they said that for the last album, and there weren't any. Yeah, and well, I mean, he got low, but there was no gutturals or pig squeals or anything like that. You didn't get any old Ollie Sykes whatsoever. And
yeah, but are you going to get the grindcore Ollie Sykes now?
I mean, well, but it at least goes to. I mean, I agree with you, right? I think that they went full. They fucking went. They went into that end of the water. You know, they didn't necessarily do it bad. It's not that bad of an album. You know, is it going to appeal to us like hardcore, real metalcore fans? No, like it's not. But it can still. I still appreciate it for music. And to speaking to that, when they went pop and they took that turn with an album or two back, Bring Me the Horizon, I think. In contrast, the Architects have at least kept some metalcore like fundamentals to the album, right? And again, I think they're going to even change directions further, but it at least was like a tasteful handoff when Bring Me just fucking, it was like, what is this? This is Bring Me? That's what their album after Sepultura sounded like.
Yeah, but the difference between the both of those bands is that Sam didn't blow his voice out and Ollie did. So like God. Ollie can't fucking...
Yeah,
that shit is said all of that about
growl
shit, and it's
he can't do that anymore because he's gonna fucking destroy all this.
But is it just in the vocals? I mean, what about the music characteristics? Like that didn't carry over either. They dropped a guitarist for the sake of having a keyboardist.
If they continue doing that melodic yelling, where like, okay, I don't remember what song it was, but there's a choir singing in the background as he's like whisper singing, and the little bit of melody they create goes such a long ways. That it makes such a catchy hook out of just some simple humming. All of that shit matters so much.
Right. He's great at that. Like,
I agree with that.
He fucking lost his. He got he screamed, blew his.
They
fucking
said
throat
the
out
same thing about Chester, and I never figured out
actually went up more.
Did Chester Bennington really blow out his vocals too, and that's why he changed his style? Yeah, because I don't know either. Because I was told he blew him out, and that's why he doesn't yell and scream, and he sings differently. And we got Minutes to Midnight and a bunch of boring ass records that I didn't fucking like because they sound like U2. But I've seen him live, and he sang in the end the same way on the record. So I don't know.
And if anybody, I saw Linkin Park right after Reanimation came out.
I thought you were going to say right after Chester died. I was like, that's kind of weird.
No. And he screamed most of his vocal parts live. Granted, it was like Summer Sanitarium, and it was made to be a little bit more of like an extreme type of like event, right? And like, but he screamed a lot of the lyrics, just plain and simple. Chester, in my eyes, is a screamer. Even though he was a part of like a new metalcore band, he was a very much like had a rough vocal sense to him. Not, he didn't scream all the time, but I mean, I thought very late into his like playing with the band, he was screaming. I didn't hear anything where he like actually wasn't, and that's out of live performances.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping that Linkin Park tours with Ollie Sykes as their frontman someday. For the love of God, I put it into the ether. It's going to happen one day, and someone's going to see our podcast and be like, "Oh my God, Matt said it. He made it happen."
I think that'd be fucking great. I honestly think that'd be fucking awesome. But
right?
That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
The style seems to be parallel to Linkin Park now. I mean, dude, you either get that or you never get Linkin Park again. Would you rather have none? No,
I'm fine with that. Yes.
No.
Oh, I'm cool with that too. No,
nobody can fill his shoes, man.
And that's the thing. He's not going to. He doesn't need to even be a member. He just needs to go on stage. That's what makes it okay. Ollie loves Chester and loves the band. He's a fan. It's like Sublime with Rome. Like, I don't like it, but at least Rome's a super fan and respects the band and Bradley. Like, at least I could get around that.
It makes sense. It's a great idea, but them coming back with Ollie is my second choice behind them not coming back. Jordan's got it right. I much rather them not come back than them have to come back with a fill-in. And then, yes, Ollie's the best choice. Absolutely. But no, man, you don't need to come back. Let it ride.
On the same tip as that, I also want to put it into the ether that Sleeping with Sirens should break the fuck up, and their guitarist Nick Martin should reform his hardcore band Undermined.
Yep. Facts. Right. Undermined was so hard. He ditches that shit on Twitter all the time, though. People bring it up on Twitter and fucking social media.
He hates me. He caught me like 5 years ago talking shit about Sleeping with Sirens probably 3 times in a row. Like, just straight up like I said something like, Sleeping with Sirens is featured in AP every fucking month. And he's like, we weren't even in it last month, dude. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yes, you were.
Who is this?
Nick Martin. He's the guitar player for Sleeping with Sirens. I know. He used to have a really cool hardcore band from San Diego called Undermined, and I still listen to that shit.
I remember them.
All right, Brian, let's rapidly fly through the rest of the shit. What other news and questions you got?
Just me with the questions? Anybody else have a question? No?
Why are you so stupid?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Dude.
What does your hat say? Does it say Seth freaking Rollins on it?
It says FNX and then their logo.
FMX?
How cute. FNX. So cute. Oh my God.
That's sponsor of my podcast. Check it out. Save
50%. Magotez.
Save 50%. Promo code Chaos.
Next question. Promo code Rogan.
No, Chaos. FNX. 15%.
Shut the hell
Next
up.
question, Brian, before I boot you.
Oh, I didn't know you were coming on me, dude.
I am always coming on you, Brian.
Literally.
Always.
Boot him for that.
Boot me for that.
I shouldn't boot him. He should stand there and take it like the good little bitch that he is, but boot him. Yeah, I straight up ran out of questions because I just wanted to talk Legends of the Hidden Temple, talk about how awesome that set was. You know, maybe talk.
I got a question actually pertaining to that. If you were on Legends of the Hidden Temple, what team would you be on?
The silver one. Salamanders, right?
Blue Barracudas.
Snakes.
Silver snakes,
bro.
Orange monkeys. Blue Barracudas.
Monkeys,
silver snakes. Green monkeys. What was the orange iguanas?
Orange iguanas. Red jaguars.
Yep. I was told that when the kids got scared by the temple guards, that they were terrified.
Dude, okay. Tell me you're not socking the shit out of them if they jump out of you on. Like if they scare the fuck out of me, I'm in the zone looking around
if a half naked dude
shit
with face paint comes at me, I'm dropping him. I don't care if it's Kamala the Ugandan giant. Going down
over. Just because I'm my adrenaline.
Why are you not talking shit? Brian, why are you not talking shit about fighting? That's
I'll be honest, I zoned out. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Exactly. You went into your own home.
Listen to me. Listen, Ultimate Fighter. If you're participating, if you make it to the final round of and you got to run through the temple and get the fucking whatever they have to get, I forget what it was, the middle medallion and shit. If one of them temple guards jumps out on you, you ain't socking the shit out of him. Like it's over for him. Like hell no. He's grabbing
33-year-old Brian. Yeah, I'd probably react somehow. Yeah, 33-year-old Brian. I'd probably react right now. As a kid, no, because I'd be afraid I'd get in trouble and not win the prize.
They're bringing it back for adults.
Yeah, I thought they already started and it was whack. Didn't they already?
How could it be whack? I think they should make it more brutal. Like temple guards should be able to impale you.
Like American Gladiator, though. Maybe they come out with like jousters and shit and try to knock you off the platform.
That'd be fucking dope.
Here's the crazy thing. Yeah.
Instead of assembling the monkey statue, it's a real monkey that flings feces at you.
I mean, let's be real. You can't come back with the fucking a paddle across the water with a rope and we're gonna go under things. No, bro, you gotta come back and make it like it's a fucking American Ninja Warrior and they gotta fucking hang. They gotta tag each other in and shit. They gotta joust. They gotta joust like American Gladiators and shit. That's what they should do.
Swing across the shit on a vine.
Dude's hidden you gotta swing from a vine and catch shit with like your legs and stuff. Like you gotta do extreme shit.
Okay, what
bro.
the fuck?
And then they still have the gigantic 2D stage. And
I don't want to go to this temple.
Right, Brian. What the fuck?
Guards.
You've ruined the show, dude. I hate it now.
3 temple guards, and when they come out, they joust you off the fucking platform into a pit of foam.
Brian, we don't care. We don't care.
Fuck this temple.
No, so
I'm abandoning this temple.
So it's an actual temple in Indonesia. It's on top of an ancient dormant volcano that's recently exploded. And the contestants either win or die. There's no prize. It's literally for survival.
There's Survivor already.
We're not going to be able to get like normal people from like normal countries to sign up. So we'll probably have to get like really like poor people from third world countries that are just desperate for media attention.
No, this is literally going to be like a different version of the Hunger Games. Like, that's literally what it fucking sounds like.
Yo, the Hunger Games was a fucked up movie. Did nobody care they were killing kids in that shit?
I never saw them.
It's a great
dude. I turned it on because I thought Jennifer Lawrence was hot after her nudes leaked. I turned it on. I'm like, yo, this movie's about killing kids. This is awesome.
I read the books. It was pretty deep.
Her nudes are way better than that whole trilogy. Brian, what are the questions and news you got for us?
If you guys could form a super band, taking one member from each of your 5 favorite bands now.
Oh, God.
Who would they be and what would the super band
be? What the hell kind of question?
I didn't come prepared with questions. I was jumping into the show. I thought we were going to have some topics or something.
I got it.
Go for it.
The ex-vocalist of Lotus Eater, Alex Shellnut from A Day to Remember, CJ McCreery.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
So 2 vocalists. Okay.
Who else has been?
Fuck?
This is what it's going to be called.
I see where you're going with this, and just what the fuck already.
That dude from Set It Off that got kicked out.
I mean, there's a very apparent one you could choose. I feel like
Franz.
No. My
That's
God.
a loaded ass question. That's a loaded question.
Okay, since you got this far,
it's not a loaded
what
question.
What is the name of that band?
What
is the name of that band?
Canceled. Can I just take Franz and like 4 girls he groomed? No.
Oh, he left.
That was not meant to be.
Oh, he'll be back. He's coming back.
Did you know none of the members of Attila can fight like at all? None of them. They actually are all broke, dude. They're completely lying about their wealth. Not a dollar between them.
Getting kicked out of fucking.
I was waiting for you to go away, and you never did.
Yeah, you did.
Bro,
no, after he did,
you're like my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, you're frozen.
No.
All right, what else you got, Brian?
Nobody else is gonna answer the 5. I don't know. I didn't come prepared. I was coming into the show.
I don't know, man.
What did you guys cover earlier?
Matt just kind of like took the wind out of that question, man.
Oh, we don't have to answer it. That's fair.
What if I take Kurt Travis, Johnny Craig, Tillian, and just call it Dance, Dance, Dance?
No.
Fuck.
No, don't answer the question. We can move on. I just don't know what we're moving on to.
Can I just take like 5 former drummers from Dillinger Escape Plan and just make a band that goes dun 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 dun? No?
Somebody caught an off button on this motherfucker right now. Like, this man is tripping.
For the record,
He's
it wasn't
so
supposed to be
dramatic.
segued into a fucking predator joke,
shit.
but fucking
Matt, you're so fucking dramatic. Like you say something, you're like, never fucking mind, bye, and then you just go right the fuck back, bro.
That's me. I was very dramatic at my quinceañera as well.
Oh, how cute.
Brian, do you have any news for us?
I have absolutely nothing. I give up. What did you guys talk about at the beginning of the show? Really, no news until I got into the show. I have to be the one to drop tidbits. Here, I'm just gonna search. We're gonna find something.
Ain't nothing going on, but Kanye not dropping albums he has release parties for, and DaBaby getting thrown off everything he's been scheduled to do this year.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Friday. Here, okay, yeah, we covered that shit on the last episode that we did.
I asked Jordan and Catarina the questions we went over last episode about breakfast food in cold climates, best chain restaurant.
Okay.
I didn't, for obvious reasons, I didn't ask Catarina about lambskin condoms. And then
ask me.
Okay, lambskin condoms. Is it the same as fucking a sheep in the ass?
Yes.
All right, that was the answer I was looking for, and all of you failed at it except for her. Good job.
Okay.
We also went over the best video game ever made.
Oh, what was the answer to that one?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Can't say I agree with that one.
I can't either.
Butters.
What was yours, Jordan?
Barbie Equestrian Adventure 4.
Super Mario 64.
Super Mario 64? It's the OG Mario.
Very important. Very important.
Be important. Okay.
Be important.
Okay.
So that's it. Nobody has any other questions. I swear, I thought you guys were jam-packed loaded with questions.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
it was kind of like last minute.
No, you're good. I do have some.
No, I didn't expect you to have them, but these guys were saying they had them.
I was like, I literally just got out of ballet, and I was like, no, I gotta go on the podcast.
I know. We needed some Black Swan in here.
There you go.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't get that. But okay.
I've never seen it either.
This was not literally a movie, you idiot.
I've never seen it, but I definitely I've never seen it, but I respect Natalie Portman.
That's fair. That's fair. I respect her too, because she's fucking bomb.com. Like if I was a dude, she would probably be one of the people I would bone first, to be honest. But
I mean, sure, I'd go, maybe Sarah Michelle Gellar or Shakira or like the entire cast of Friends, including Matthew Perry, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Like, okay, so has anyone seen has anyone seen the movie that David Bowie made back in the 70s? Like when his career was starting.
The fuck?
Oh, wait. So
no. Can't say I have.
So David Bowie, of course, when he was, coming to, he made this film that was so low budget, so fucking god awful, so just awful, right? And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? For whatever fucking reason, I hope this dude shows his fucking dick.
Wow, I think that every time I go to the theater when I see a Colin Farrell movie.
I saw his dick like 5 times and I was like, geez.
Lucky?
Right, 5 times, bro. I was like, thank you. Because I'm sick of masturbating to his tape and I was like, now I get to see the dick. So
I hate jilling off. I got to get the special unleaked version of Phone Booth.
Right. Wait, I have a question. Unless it's canceled. What's your favorite P-Hub genre? Come on now.
Oh, I'll tell you mine exactly. You ready for it?
Steps.
Yep.
In case anybody missed that, he was segueing into Step Brother. Because Matt loves seeing stepbrothers just get railed by other stepbrothers.
Who doesn't love a nice, tight, close-knit family?
Oh, absolutely.
No joke. Real tight. He's talking about the butthole, not the family. Oh man, my most frequent probably
awful.
Right now is probably way too unnecessary. Way unnecessary.
Super necessary.
What's yours, Jordan?
I honestly don't. I don't have like a genre. I just people's on the front page and be like, oh, she looks hot.
I'm gonna get TMI. I don't use P-Hub because that's for amateurs. You want to get real? I use Reddit. God. You can get real specific on Reddit.
Reddit gets real specific, and it's got some like
souls and holes, busty
Yep.
petite.
You're welcome. You're welcome for the souls and holes one, sir.
Why
You're welcome for that one.
Why have I never fucking heard of this? Like, this is now starting to piss me the fuck off. I did not know.
Because you're not getting them big nuts like we are.
We'll text you our favorite
Send me
subreddit.
that shit.
r/cream pie, r/cum shots, r/massive cock. They're all solid.
Here's my gripe with the
Out of
front
his
page on
fucking
Pornhub,
mind.
Jordan. Here you go, Jordan. Here's my gripe with the front page of Pornhub is all the videos are from that stupid POV of the dude being the fucking person that's doing it, and I'm just like, don't look at me. I need like fucking. There's a really good gangbang of Belladonna. She gets gangbanged real good, and you know what? There's a certain this mystique to the film itself. Gangbang might be my most frequent genre as of late. Whatever. I like
Reoccurring, like you have multiple genres that like
the best one is reverse
gangbang
because it's like 15 chicks and 2 dudes.
Bro, I love the gangbang.
Wait.
I like the gangbang. I like
What?
hentai.
Good to know.
I like, bro.
Hentai for the win.
Yo, you gotta boot me. I gotta go. You can't be in here. I cannot.
You gotta
You
boot me. I
cannot
gotta
tell
go.
Bro, you cannot tell me with hentai that it gives it.
Who
way
doesn't
more
love
details.
tentacles? I wish I
Bro,
had 8 dicks.
They made
I can't.
the fucking
Brian
details
left.
in hentai so good. Like you can see veiny penis so well in hentai.
God, I
You're
love
just-
those veins.
I
know,
can't lie. I'm a little
love them.
uneducated on this. I guess genre.
Oh man, what you need to do is go get a sketchy, sticky DVD box set of La Blue Girl and just put it on, bro. 2 words:
Le Blue
sex
Girl?
ninjas. Yeah.
Sex ninjas.
They're sex ninjas, and get this, bro. When they form a time portal so they can go to whatever the other realm or whatever, they all have to finger blast each other and squirt into a puddle.
Oh, I love squirting. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Brian does too.
Yay, Brian! Yay, Brian!
He's sweating and shit. Like,
All right.
oh, calm down.
Before we get out of here, do we have any other questions, news, concerns, notes, warnings?
I want to know why Brian's sweating.
I was jerking off. Why do you fucking think?
Yeah, I think Brian's really worked
I
up.
was yanking my crank over here.
We told him about r/massive cock, and he just went and reddited one out.
The stepbrother hole plug-in was just
Bro, you
Scott,
spewed
man.
way too quick. Like all you do is flick your dick, and you're like, "Oops, come." There we go.
Dude, yeah, I hate taking a long time. I like to just 3 pumps, get it over with, get back to the video game.
I'm really in it for me when it's at that stage, you know.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
about her.
I have a show.
No
to
one's
do,
there.
Catarina, okay, I have a show to do. I'm supposed
It's
to be
literally
presentable
just
and
me
on
and my
air.
webcam.
Yeah, and first of all, who are we trying to impress here? Okay, the quicker the better. All right.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Is this the kind of content you're advertising for your OnlyFans?
I
Not
don't
my
have an
OnlyFans.
I don't have
know.
no fans.
No, I'm talking
I
about
don't have
fucking Brian here.
Oh no. I don't
Oh,
know.
Brian
My
definitely
only-
has an OnlyFans. He
That's what
literally
I'm
like
saying.
boxes.
They do not.
His
people.
OnlyFans
That's
sponsored
what you
3
do.
episodes
you
this
box
summer.
people's nut sacks. This is Brian. He does this to guys.
Can I show you?
nut
Can I
sacks.
show you a tattoo? Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh
Hey.
God! Yo,
Get
you don't
him
want to
the
see
fuck
that
outta here.
tattoo.
No,
Get him the
I have a
outta
tattoo of a boxer on my leg.
Of course.
And he got tattooed, and when I wasn't paying attention, he's literally speed bagging my nutsack, and I wasn't aware of it.
See,
But,
I'm psychic, Brian. See, I'm
I'm
psychic.
kinda
I
like-
knew this.
I'm actually kind of self-conscious because I like obviously I want like good ink, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm like, fuck, it's boxing my nutsack. Like that's stupid. Like it wasn't
Why
my
did you
intentions.
even get it there? Why did you even put a box?
I don't know.
next to
Why
your
did he
fucking
even go to a 311
nutsack?
concert
It's-
and get
it's
his
my
nipple
whole
rings
thought.
ripped out? Why does he do anything he does?
It's my whole thigh. Yeah, it's
Oh
it's
my
like pretty much my entire
God.
thigh. So and I was just it's an old timey boxer with like a thing.
Brian, you have a lot. You have a lot of stories, bro. Like we might as
Yeah,
well just
dude,
make a
that's what I
segment out
do.
of your stories.
I have a fucking podcast. What do you think this is? A fucking game?
Hey Brian, if they want to, find you or your podcast, where would they do that at?
Despite what my tag says, there you go. Of Brian of Death on Instagram and Twitter, and my podcast at The Common Chaos. New episode out actually for you guys to check it out and listen to. And hey, maybe I'll have you guys on one day and we can talk about, I don't know, Pornhub genres and fucking what our favorite wrestling finishers are.
How about our favorite Pornhub finishers? Catarina, if anyone
accurate
wants to
genre.
find you or maybe, ask you how you draw nipples on boobs or whatever you were doing earlier, where would they find your social media?
It's literally just my first name and my last name, Catarina Jongeward. It's literally just that on everything. Instagram, Facebook. I'm not really on TikTok. I kind of post once in a blue moon, but that's pretty much it.
And good luck spelling her name.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Jordan, where can they find you if they, want to record a hit ass pop punk record?
Fucking at Jordan Modro on Twitter.
Well, as long as you're enthusiastic about it.
I'm not enthusiastic about anything, man. You know that. I'm kidding.
You can find me in the Northeast on tour for, by the time this airs, I won't be. I'll be home and visit. You can find me on Instagram at iHateTheScene. Find me on Twitter talking shit about Chelsea Grim and their dumbass vocalists who won't get vaccinated. What a fucking clown. Twitter is IH8TE the scene because some dumb son of a bitch stole our Twitter handle. And guess what, Brian? It said unvaccinated piece of shit Tom Barber. Tom Barber, I'm looking at you, motherfucker. You can't take a bitch out of CVS and get the shot. What are you afraid of it? Huh? You got a bunch of shitty looking tattoos. Look like some fucking autistic
All right, you guys. I got
3-year-old went ahead and colored all over your arm. God.
I got 1% on my phone, so I'm probably gonna die really here quick.
It's cool. I'm probably going to die for the shit I just said anyways. Catch us on Facebook.com/iHateTheScene, Twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, and the most important one, or I'm going to just let my family starve to death, and I will for sure forcefully vaccinate that piece of shit Tom Barber if I get enough subscribers.
Oh my
YouTube.com/C/iHateTheScene. Also find all these links at iHateTheScene.com and get vaccinated, Tom Barber, you ignorant piece of shit. Those conspiracy theories are lies. There's no 5G or microchip in your arm. Just do it. Yeah. Pussy. Any last words?
My vaccine gave me Apple Music in my left arm, so I ain't complaining.
See? He's probably pissed because they don't chart on Apple Music. Yeah, I said it.
I'm just kidding. I'm fine. Go fucking get it, guys.
Yeah, for real. I mean, seriously, who gives a fuck about a guy?
I knew I was fucked.